Hey guys! So happy Friday. This is gonna be the full moon Virgo live video. I hope you guys can hear me and see me just fine. I started to get used to doing these on my phones. I do miss doing it on my desktop, but that's just not gonna be a while till I can like do it on my desktop again. This is gonna be a long one. I'm just letting you guys know there's a lot of information here. I also didn't get a chance to go over all of my notes completely before I started, so I'm gonna have to go slow. And my handwriting, I was writing fast, so I can't really read it. I'll be honest, I'm looking at it, I'm like, I can't read that very well. But hey guys, how's everybody? Just opened up to me, I'm freaking out. Oh, oh my God, Lucid Linux, that's so crazy. Hopefully you feel good about it. Hopefully it was a good opening up. Let's see. Hey, WaterBaby and everyone. Hey guys, how's everybody's night going? For those words, evenings. I know for some of you, it's probably morning somewhere. Let's see. Made it to a live on time. I'm going to wait a couple minutes for the chat to fill up before I get started. So as always, I'm going to try to go slow, but you know how I am. It's hard for me to go slow. I get all into it and I get excited and then I lose track of what I'm doing. Harry, thank you for the $5. Hey, WaterBaby, just saying hello. Virgo, Sun, Taurus, Rising, Gemini, Moon here. Oh, hey, Harry. I love your picture, by the way. It's so cute. Your face is cut off. My face is cut off? My chin is out. Can you guys see me okay? My chin is cut off. Hey, Allie. Let's see. Oh, Eva Butterfly. Hey, girl. Oh, God, we haven't spoken in forever. So much has changed. So much has changed. Let's see. No, yeah, yes. I don't know if it'll let me change the view. Is this better? Should I lean back? Let's see. So cute. LOL. I can't see you either. Really? Uh-oh. I don't know if I can fix it. Hold on a second. Let me move my water. Hold on. Let me see if it'll flip. If it will do this. Oh, it doesn't like that. It did not like the fact that I rotated it. We can see you. There's no problem. I see you. I can see you just fine. Okay. So if you're having problems viewing me, maybe X out and come back. I'll wait. I'll wait in case it's a problem on your end. Let's see. Keisha, thanks for the $5. Thank you for your amazing insight. No problem. I like doing my job. Let's see, Allie. No, you're okay. People that see you like that need to use the Zoom option. Oh, let's see. Evolve Butterfly. Yes, I see. Yeah. Yeah. When I get some time, I'm in the midst of like moving and catching up and other shit. So like maybe I'll be done moving in like, oh shit. What's today? The 6th? Brigitte, thanks for the $5. Hope you're well. I love your work. Oh, thank you. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yeah, I think maybe like a week I'll have like time to myself. But yeah, guys, I'm doing fine. All right, so we're 3 minutes in. I'm gonna give it one more minute for people who are having those technological issues. But guys, this is gonna be a very positive full moon, a very, very positive one. Okay, so I don't want you guys freaking out because I'm gonna go over some of the. Well, there's really only one big negative aspect. Those who are new, by the way, actually, let me address the people who are new. Those of you who are new to my channel or new to these videos that I do, I like to go over the aspects. You don't have to pay attention to the aspects. I tell you just what to take away from it. I do that for informational purposes. It also helps me just organize a little bit better for myself when I talk about some of this stuff. But if you're wondering like why I'm talking about aspects, that's why. Also, I talk about houses. I'm also going to tell you what ranges and degrees to look for your personal chart so you can kind of navigate through this full moon and use these energies to your benefit, okay? When it comes to astrology, you don't ever have to be a slave to it. Like, you don't ever have to be a slave to it ever. You shouldn't be a slave to anything, really. You shouldn't be a slave to anything. But I really just want to talk. I like talking about this stuff because you guys can just navigate these energies again to your advantage. It doesn't have to be a horrible thing. It doesn't have to feel like, you know, really horrible energy all the time. You just got to use it to your advantage. Okay. What if I can't find my time of birth? If you know like the general time, like, because with your rising sign, that's just going to change every 2 hours depending on the time you're born. So if you're like, I know I was born around like 7 something a.m., give yourself like a 30-minute buffer around 7 a.m. and then see if it changes the sign or not, because it goes in 2-hour intervals. So I would go based off that. But if you have absolutely no idea, then you don't know. If you can get a hold of your birth certificate, you can always order that, by the way. You can always order your birth certificate. Well, not always. I shouldn't say always. Depends on what country you're born in, obviously. But in the US, typically, if you're born in the last, I can't even do math right now, in the last 50 years or so, maybe 60 years or so, you should be able to order your birth certificate, and it should have your time on there. It should, at least if you're born in the States. If you're outside of the States, it's probably a lot harder, okay? Or if if you're from certain countries, it's probably a lot harder. But if you don't know your time, you don't know your time. I know it sucks. I know it sucks because I know there are people out there who are in that situation. Do I need pen and paper? I would actually recommend you get pen and paper for this. I would. I actually would recommend that because I'm actually going to offer some suggestions as far as intentions are concerned. Every full moon and new moon, you can set an intention for yourself based on the kind of energy that we're working with. And again, it helps to know where the full moon's really impacting you as far as your houses go. So again, just for the newbies, when I say houses, I'm talking about when you look up your chart and you look up your rising sign, it shows you for you specifically where your houses start by the sign and degree range, right? Because if you look at like the chart map that like you see when you look up your stuff and you're like, you know what, people who are new to it, they're like, what is that chart thing with all those lines? I don't understand it. I don't want to look at it. It breaks down your houses, and there are 12 houses, right? So each house represents an aspect of your life, but based off of your rising sign, it basically starts at these very specific degree ranges. So it'll give the sign and the degree, that's where it starts. Then it'll give the next house with the sign and degree, that's where that house starts. So for example, this full moon is in Virgo 19 degrees, that's going to fall somewhere in one of your houses, right? So that's the house that's going to be really impacted for you for this full moon and new moon, and you should set your intention accordingly. You don't have to. I just recommend you do. Okay. I guess we got started. It's like 7 minutes, so I think we should really get started. So this full moon's going to be at about 10:45 a.m. Pacific on the 9th of March. So this full moon is really cool because it's going to be everything that's in the making, right? This is a full moon about preparation, creations, advancements, even relationships. The relationship part's going to be fun. I'm going to talk about that later. Excuse me. But all about the preparation of that and in the making of that, okay? This is going to be more of a time where we're kind of just a little bit more of on our own. And then as we move towards the end of March and then get into April, we're going to see a lot more action taking place on these things that we're preparing ourselves for, okay? Also, this is going to be a full moon about choice and the consequences of choosing your reality, right? We always know, at least most of us in the community, some who are new, you're new, I know, that's okay. If you're new, it's good to understand that you can choose your reality. You can choose what you want to feel. You can choose what you want to experience. This full moon is going to really hit home the consequences of that, especially regarding fear versus faith, right? We can choose to live in fear, or we can choose to live in faith. And there's a lot of really great benefits to come for choosing faith at this full moon versus choosing fear. There's going to be some major consequences for that. Okay, so just something to keep in mind. So regarding your intentions, this is a great full moon for setting intentions around career advancement, important life-enhancing relationships to come into your life, expanding consciousness, improving and maintaining your health. Those are really great intentions to kind of focus on. Again, go based off of your house. And it's funny because as I was going over my notes and getting ready, I was like, shit, what house is that for me? I didn't even look for myself. And I think it's my 4th house. And I was like, oh, crap, it's my 4th house. But anyway, that's just me. So this full moon is Virgo, right? So what's Virgo energy like? Virgo energy is magician energy. It's mental energy. It's practicality, managerial energy. It's also, again, highlighting health. So again, keep that in mind that all of this kind of energy is going to be really amped up for you during this time period. Each moon cycle is about a month. Everything has a pre-shadow and post-shadow effect as well. There's also a supermoon. Okay, something else to keep in mind. Supermoons are basically the moon is really close to the earth more so than it normally is in orbit during a full moon. So that just means that these effects are going to be more intense. You're going to just feel it a lot more. Okay, emotions are also going to be very amplified. There's not a bad thing. There's not a bad thing. Use this to your advantage. This is Virgo energy. This is manifestation energy. This is a great full moon to manifest. So there's no reason that this should not work out well for you guys. Okay. Use this full moon to manifest. I just read in my notes. I always have notes, by the way. Can you tell I'm like really talkative? Am I already in mercurial energy? I feel like I can't stop talking. There's also a great full moon to shift your perspective and your frequencies. So this full moon, and like I said, it's Virgo energy, it's mercurial, it's mental. On the same day, we have Mercury going direct. Finally going direct. The retrograde post shadow stops on the 29th. I feel like this Mercury retrograde's been fairly cool though. Honestly, I don't think it's been that bad. I think it's been really good for self-reflection. I think it's been really good for understanding what we can actually create and what actually makes us happy. I think it's been really, really good for that. I talked about this in the video earlier today that I posted. And it's a really important like thing to understand, guys. Retrogrades are not bad, and we get them all the time. It's a natural ebb and flow to the universe, right? So everything has an ebb and flow. When a planet retrogrades, it's just a time to learn. It's just a time to grow. That's all it is. It doesn't have to be bad. It can honestly be a fun ride, right? Let's see. Yeah, there's also going to be opportunities to expand consciousness, raise your frequency, change your thought patterns, improves your self-talk, and overall, again, a very, very positive full moon. Okay. I didn't have a good one this retrograde cycle. Oh, I'm sorry, Michelle. I'm sorry. Let's see. Good so far. Had a hiccup with bleach on dark clothes. Oh no. Well, there's always dye. I know it's hard to do that once you bleached your clothes, but there's always dye. You could actually have a lot of fun with that now that I think about it. Like if you badly bleached it, you could like bleach the shit out of it even more to get it to be some kind of cohesive color and then dye it whatever you like. You can always do that. So that being said, that's the gist of the full moon. Okay. Now I'm going to get into the aspects and more of like the details and nitty gritty. Again, use this energy to your advantage. Okay. There's one big aspect that's creating, I don't like the word negative, but it's negative, just for the sake of understanding it. We have the moon opposite Neptune, and it's a really tight opposition. Okay, oppositions, it's basically just creating conflict, right? It's creating that tug of war energy. And again, this doesn't have to be bad. It's just a learning lesson. This is creating a lot of fear. This is where we have the choice to choose fear or faith. And it is a choice. I know some people struggle with that sometimes, but it is a choice. Okay. So because it's the moon and it's in Virgo, again, mental energy with the moon, emotions and intuition, thought patterns, and Neptune in Pisces, home in Pisces, again, more of that like watery, intuitive energy, emotional energy, and it's a super moon. Emotions are going to be running really high. Okay. We're going to see a lot of sensitivity. We're going to see anxiety, fear, paranoia, victimization, martyrism, holding on to hurt feelings, increased likelihood of being misunderstood by other people. Again, it's a choice. You don't have to fall into this. Being really honest with yourself and being honest with the people around you can really cut through this very quickly. Like if you really own what you're feeling and you're really honest about it and you're really clear about your intentions, it doesn't have to go like this. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be like this. Just stay grounded in your reality and you're going to be fine. Now, I debated if I should talk about this. This next thing that I'm going to say, I really debated if I should. I'm still debating if I should because I don't like to put focus on anything that we really don't need to focus on, but it's just informational. Let's see, how far are you in? Oh, Jamaican, I'm just getting started. It's going to be a long one tonight. I'm just getting started. Allie, I'm going to have to get out because it's buffering on my end like crazy and starting to get annoying. Have to watch it late after. Someone doesn't want me to watch this now, but I will in the end and still watch it after. Nobody messes with the Leo stubbornness. No worries, Allie. No worries. It's going to post right after, so it's cool. All right. So let's go there. We're talking about Virgo and Pisces and Neptune and the moon. This is going to affect health and illness. So I'm just going to go there real quick. So fear, falling into fear, choosing fear can really amplify attention on COVID-19, aka coronavirus, and susceptibility of that. So also if you aren't feeling well, again, pay attention to that. Really pay attention to your bodies no matter what, but it's really important right now that you pay attention to your body just because susceptibility can be high right now, okay? Again, if you choose fear, you can just fall into that. You don't have to. Aspects that are going to be happening with Jupiter, which I'll be talking about later, can also expand the fear and the spread of the virus, or it can expand the optimism against it. It's a choice. Okay, it's a choice. So the best way the best way to kind of think about this, we're all connected on an energy network, okay? All of us, we're all connected. So if a lot of us choose optimism and faith and choose to step into that, that's where our mindset's going to be, but that's also the mindset we're going to have that affects the people we're connected to. If a bunch of us choose to step into optimism, that will raise the vibration of the people around us so that people don't have to fall into fear. So if enough of us do that, so that the collective just does that, we don't have to be subjected to fear and the spread of this virus and all of that nonsense that goes along with it, okay? Michelle, thank you for the 1111. Is the supermoon going to cause the earth signs to become them to get a little close to their friends like the last supermoon? Wait, is this going to cause the earth signs to become them? I'm sorry, Michelle, I'm not understanding. To become them, to get a little close to their friends, like the last supermoon did. If you're talking about relationships, it's going to be really positive for relationships. It's going to be really, relationships that are supposed to come in. I'll say it that way. Relationships that are supposed to come in and like really help us enhance your life. If that's what you're talking about, we have a lot of earth energy going on. We do have a lot of earth energy. So my earth signs are really going to feel this. Michelle, sorry, LOL. Oh. Wait, hold on. Did you give me the update on that? The last supermoon made the earth signs horn dogs. Oh, there might be a little bit of that. I won't lie. There might be a little bit of that just because we have so much earth energy and we have Venus doing a lot of positive stuff and Mars included. So Venus and Mars are going to be in very positive energies and they're both going to be in earth signs. That's so funny. So honestly, I would say that's very likely. That's very likely. I was like, to become them, I don't get it. Okay. Anyway, so moving on from that, that's just like, that's just what to take away from this negative aspect. Again, it's a choice. It's a choice, and just be aware of it. Again, this is a great full moon to be aware of your thought patterns and your self-talk. So if you realize your mental space is going there, just change it. Just choose to change your frequency. You'll be able to change your frequency so easy during this full moon because of all this mental energy, okay? So let's go to the positive stuff. Let's go into the positive stuff. So these next aspects, we have a lot of them, and they're creating a lot of trines and a lot of sextiles, and we have a lot of conjunctions, okay? Don't get caught up on the words. These are just positive aspects, and it's all about supporting and amplifying positive energy. That's all these aspects are about, okay? But I organized it by how we're affected by it. So the first one is sight. So this is about your consciousness, your intuition, telepathic communication, okay? I'll list them really quickly, just don't get hung up on them, okay? If it's bothering you if the technological terms are bothering you, okay? We have Jupiter sextile Neptune. We have the moon trine Jupiter. We also have the sun in conjunction with Neptune, and we have the sun sextile Jupiter. So again, a lot of Jupiter stuff going on. Oh wait, why did Super Chat wouldn't let me put horn dogs in the message? Oh, oh, the censorship of YouTube. So let's see. All these aspects are supporting each other and they lean towards enlightenment, intuition, spirituality, consciousness, telepathic communication. Also emphasized by Virgo energy and with Mercury and Aquarius. Again, all three of that with Mercury, Virgo, and Aquarius. That's all mental energy. That's all mental energy. Opportunities to walk this path of expansion will present themselves. I wrote this everywhere. You just have to choose it. You just have to choose it. Again, you're going to have a lot of opportunities coming up during this full moon cycle, but more so towards as we get closer to the new moon, I feel like they're going to really present themselves. And when we move into a new moon, we're still in the last full moon cycle, like halfway through the new moon cycle. So I really feel like this is going to be like beginning of April, end of March, where we're going to see like the action come forward. So you can walk through the door. You just have to choose to. You just have to choose to. Okay. Now we have faith. So this is where Jupiter is really highlighted. Jupiter is really taking center stage with this full moon as well. So we have, again, don't get hung up on the technological terms. I just like to educate you guys. So we have the moon trine Jupiter. We have the sun sextile Jupiter and Jupiter sextile Neptune. This is bringing on honesty, joy, positivity, optimism, increases in faith, opportunities that may result in this. This can trump the fear of coronavirus. If we choose faith over fear. I'm sorry, I wrote this everywhere, guys. I wrote this everywhere. This is also going to help increase your self-awareness that can overcome confusion of your direction. Okay. Also bring about opportunities to understand and to align with your spiritual purpose, your beliefs, your goals for advancements in career, matters of legality, and for some money. So before we move on, I want to give you guys something, like some stuff you might want to write down. Okay. So this is where you're going to want to look at your houses. I'm going to give you degree placements for signs of where this will affect you. Okay. So I'll just reiterate that to get you guys a little ready, because I know we got some people coming in late. I'm going to provide you guys sign degree placements, so the sign and the degrees of where these planets will be, because that's where these planets will be transiting your houses. So check your houses for where these fall. So again, it's a range that your houses are, right? So just check where it's going to fall for where this is going to affect you most. Okay. So we have Capricorn, 21 degrees. I'm going to try to say these slow. We also have Pisces, 18 degrees, 19 degrees. So you can also do this with 15 to 20 degrees Pisces. I would say 20 to 24 degrees Capricorn. I'm like, I want to do this really slow for you guys. Okay. And I would look specifically for 19 degrees, whatchamacallit, Virgo, but you can adjust that to 15 to 20 degrees Virgo to just incorporate the moon into that. You can. Let's see. Just hearing words, I see no actions, I see slow, no shifting moment, I just be introverted, badass self, the true me. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a time where we're getting ready for everything that's going to be happening and for everything we want to do. Perfect, thank you. Okay, are we good? Wait, did I miss any? I just want to make sure. Nope, I got that. No, and I got that. Okay, we're good. Okay, all right, so let's move on to the significant relationships, the relationship portion. So again, this is all about what's in preparation, what's in the making. This first 2 weeks of March, this is not going to be about connecting with people and getting out there. This is going to be about being at home, being in your space, balancing your shit out, and getting ready for stuff. Okay, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be planning mode, getting yourself organized. And then as we get to the end of March, beginning of April, we're going to start seeing action come into play. Okay, just really want to emphasize that. So for this portion, like I said, significant life-enhancing relationships and creations in the making. Okay, this is going to lead you guys forward to your destiny and the collective forward to where they need to go. This is all around Uranus, Venus, and the North Node. Okay, Uranus and Venus are in Taurus. The North Node is in Cancer. We're going to see unexpected meetings, fated meetings, and relationships that can expand your family. Oh yeah, expand your family, the state or status of your home, and even your money and your finances, okay? And your investments. Scorpio Sun, thank you for the 1111. Hi, love. Question, how do you know when you're being spiritually sabotaged, attacks, asking for a friend? I was talking to someone about that recently. I don't want to get too off topic, so I'm just going to address this really quickly. It's really easy for that to happen when and I don't want people to get offended by this, because hey, I've been on this end of this too. I've been attacked as well. You really get affected when you I feel it's gonna trigger some people when you kind of allow it to affect you. I hate to say it like that. But when you give someone access to your energy, that's an avenue in. Oh, wait, hold on. PB&G, thanks for the 199. I have natal Mercury retrograde. Does it affect me the same? It just probably, when you have Mercury retrograde in your natal chart, when you're born under a Mercury retrograde, you actually think a lot more than most people do. You actually look deeper into things than most people do. So Mercury retrogrades actually don't hit you as hard as other people. Anyway, but that's the thing with spiritual attacks. It really affects you when you allow your energy to be subjected to it. So for example, if you gave yourself access to somebody who's doing that to you, like if you allow your energy to have, to connect to them or tether to them, they can attack you. Now, if you become aware of these attacks, you can instantly cut that off if you choose to. Now, if you become very afraid in the situation, if you let fear take over, then you're going to be more and more susceptible to those attacks. And then you're going to start spiraling into that whole issue of, oh my God, these attacks, I'm experiencing this, I'm experiencing that. How do I get out of this? How do I get out of this? It really comes down to just reminding yourself that you just have to literally cut your energy off from this person or these people and just shield yourself up energetically. That's really what it comes down to. And understanding that you really are powerful. And the only way people can really attack you is if you think that they are more powerful than you. It really comes down to that. Oh, hold on. I don't need that. I just put a shield up. There you go. There you go. And it can be hard. Like I said, I've experienced it myself. And I experienced it because I really, really, really trusted someone who knew someone who hated me. And I'm not the person I trusted, I'm not saying it's their fault. I'm not saying it's their fault. The person who hated me used that person as an access point to me. That's how they were able to attack me. So it was literally, that's also how it can happen because we're all energetically connected, right? And all three of us are very powerful individuals. So, so that's what I'm saying. The second I realized that, the second I figured that's what was going on, shield up, shield up, cut access off to my energy. That's it, right? And then in a matter of days, it was taken care of. So anyway, moving on. Did this just start? No, Christine, we've been on for a while, but we're like halfway through. So let's go back to the significant relationships and creation. So I want to repeat this last part because I think that's actually the most fun part about this little section that we're going over. So again, these are about aspects regarding Uranus, Venus, and the North Node. Uranus and Venus are in Taurus. North Node is in Cancer, okay? Unexpected and fated meetings and relationships that can expand your family, your status or state of your home, and even your money situation. Oh, Besky, thank you for the $4.99. I love the little emojis. They're so freaking cute. Yeah. And again, guys, it depends on where these planets are transiting in your houses, and I'll give you the degree placements once I'm done going over the section, okay? We're also going to see creations and advancements in the making around technology, especially technology that can benefit the earth and benefit the environment, or even work with the environment. So I'm talking about spiritual technology, like crystal technology. So that's going to be really cool. That's going to be really fun. I also think we're going to start seeing more resolutions about e-waste. I think that's also going to be coming to the forefront this year quite a bit. Erica, thank you for the $9.99. Scorpio, November 5th. How do you do Scorpio read? Wait, hope you do Scorpio read soon. You help me get through my hard times. Much love. Oh, Erica, that's sweet. That's a long answer. I might discuss that at the end of this. Ideas that will lead to a lateral economic system versus a hierarchy system will also come about and be thought about during this time. Okay, so when I say like in the making, ideas for all of this are coming to the forefront in people's minds, okay? In people's minds, and then we'll start to see that come to fruition on the public stage later on, okay? And what I mean by lateral system versus hierarchical system, I mean this establishing ways where people can't hoard wealth anymore, okay? Where there's this no like 1% versus everyone else and everywhere in between, and there's no middle class. Like that's what I mean. And that goes hand in hand with like the downfall of the patriarchy and economic downturn, all of that. It's basically creating space for all this to happen, right? But the ideas are going to be coming to people right now. We're going to see more rebellious energy toward the patriarchy, especially if fear of coronavirus spreads. Yeah, if fear of coronavirus spreads, people are going to start getting really upset that it's becoming an issue. And I think that's actually going to lead to people banding together to rebel against the fact that there's no solution, when really at the end of the day, you guys know the reality of this. Right? They know what it is. Not to mention, it's just a strain of the cold. Like that's all it is, right? And they do have a vaccine for it. They just aren't putting it out there because they know what it is. If they know what it is, they can have a vaccine for it. Anima, thank you for the $10. Am I late? Also, I've been feeling I'm in divine feminine, divine masculine. Am I the only one? I've been wanting to wear blazers. Oh, that's so cool. No, you're about halfway through. So for all of these, for everything I just talked about with relationships and creations in the making, again, for you personally, where this is going to affect you in your life, check your houses, get your pen and paper, get your pen and paper. Check for where early degrees Taurus falls, like 1 to 5 degrees. Taurus falls for you, and 1 to 5 degrees Cancer. Okay, so check where that falls for you. So, for example, if that's affecting like your 2nd house or your 10th house, that's going to affect your money. I'm trying to think. 8th house is other people's money, like taxes. Excuse me. Jennifer, thanks for the 2222. Aloha, I freaking love and appreciate everything you do for the collective. Aloha, thank you. So yeah, 1 to 5 degrees Taurus, 1 to 5 degrees Cancer. Again, just use this as a guide for yourself, okay? All right, now, moving on. We're almost there, guys. We're about halfway. Oh no, I can't read your username. My screen's so tiny. Natiri, thank you for the 333. Thank you for giving me clarity right on time. Absolutely, absolutely. So this section I labeled down with the patriarchy. Oh my God, I just remembered. Someone actually said that to me today when I was leaving the gym. I forgot why they said that to me. That's so funny. Why did she say that to me? Oh, that's so weird. Oh, that's so weird. Little tangent. You guys know me, I'm all about tangents. I was leaving the gym this morning and I was walking out and it's funny because I focused on her for some reason. She was catching my eye for some reason. I couldn't remember why, but there's something about her energy. And I was just gonna walk out. She was in front of me and she held the door open for me and she said that to me. And I just laughed because it's like, yeah, right. Oh, that's so funny. But she like said it so randomly. Anyway, okay. Down with the patriarchy. So just adding on to the energy I just spoke about, we also have another aspect happening. We have Pluto conjunct Jupiter is the proper word. Conjunct Jupiter. This is all in Capricorn energy, okay? So this is adding on more expansion because Jupiter is about expansion, right? More expansion with the fall of the patriarchy, but added optimism for the changes that are ahead and desire for changes, okay? This is going to be great because this is also going hand in hand with the days that are coming, right? So the full moon's on the 9th, and anytime we have a full moon or a new moon, it's locking in the energy of these aspects to happen for the month ahead, right? It's kind of locking it in. This is happening on the 9th. So people are going to get more excited about changes to the way we're living, to the changes to the economy, changes to the patriarchy. From the 10th to the 21st of March, Saturn will be in the last degree of Capricorn. And on the 21st, it moves into Aquarius, which is kind of like a finally moment, right? Keep in mind, I've spoken this before, for the rest of 2020, Saturn is moving between 25 degrees Capricorn and 1 degree Aquarius because it retrogrades in May. So again, check your houses for 25 degrees Capricorn. 25 degrees Capricorn to 1 degree Aquarius. That's where Saturn's going to sit and affect you personally, okay? Anyway, so from the 10th to the 21st, we have more desire for the changes that are coming, more desire for the fall of patriarchy, more excitement, more ideas coming forward, more planning on individuals' end, and then eventually this will be a collective effort, right? This is going to be in the last degree of Capricorn. That's really going to emphasize the shadow energy of Capricorn. That's really going to emphasize power, control, dominance, all of that shit, which is just going to make us more excited to rebel against it because it's really going to be highlighted. So keep in mind, March, again, you just have to choose faith over fear because we're going to see more efforts to get you into fear. We're going to see more efforts on the part of parasites, on the part of the government, the part of media to get you guys into fear. So we might actually see the announcement of the recession. We might not. It's already happening. I think it's kind of clear that that's already happening, that the shift of that, it's already happening. But we're going to see more efforts to put you guys in fear because we have this 1 degree, the last degree of Saturn in Capricorn, along with the negative aspect of the moon opposite Neptune going on, okay? So if you see more efforts to get you into fear, again, remember, it's a choice on your part what to do with that, okay? Oh, yeah, that's it. That was it for that aspect. Now I have the next one. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. I can feel some of you guys go, oh my God, there's more. So we have an aspect with Mars. Mars now gets to be talked about a little bit. Mars is going to be sextile Neptune. This is going to be where boldness really favors you. This is kind of also following us from the last cycle that we've been in, this the new moon that we're still in. So hard work, putting yourself out there, confidence at work will pay off right now, especially with anything new or anything where creative energy is centered around. Okay. So again, you're going to be getting ideas of what you want to do. You might even get excited about actually creating this stuff because there's so much Piscean energy right now. If you have an opportunity at work or an opportunity presents itself through a new relationship or new connection that comes about through an unexpected meeting, thank you, Uranus, take it. Take it. Like, don't be afraid. Take it. Let's see. Boss Mama, thanks for the 444. Sending love and light energy. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. And then I was just going to talk about Saturn. And that was just going to be the last thing. So like I said, on the 21st, Saturn moves into Aquarius. We're going to see more of a focus on community and advancements to be made on a community effort. Okay. More people are going to want to help each other. And honestly, as I was going over this, Michelle, thanks for 1111. My rising 27-degree Cappy and Cancer, 7th house, 3 degrees. Oh, shit. Yeah, you're going to have some fated meetings. That's for damn sure. Sorry, that really distracted me. You're definitely going to have some fated meetings. It's going to lead to more community spirit. But as I was going over this, I kept getting the feeling that it was going to be pressure. Okay, that we're going to feel some kind of external event or external pressure to do this, almost like we have to do this. Hold on. Pamela, thanks for the $9.99. Yeah, pressure could come from an external force like economic downturn or a desire or a need to rebel by banding together. Okay, the retrograde for Saturn happens in May, along with Jupiter and Venus will be retrograding the same week that Saturn retrogrades. We're already in the pre-shadow energy for these retrogrades to happen. So also know that. Pressure to do what? To band together as a community, to band together as people, right? As a group of people, as opposed to being separate from each other. There's going to be more of a desire for that the closer we get to the 21st, and then especially the time after that, before we hit a retrograde. April's going to have a lot of energy. April's going to have a lot of momentum, a lot of drive behind it. So that's also something to keep note of, because right now we're in prep mode. And then when the 21st happens, I just can't shake this feeling like there's going to be some kind of event or some kind of reason where we're all going to feel pressure to help each other, or we're all going to feel pressure to work together or to just band together. And April is going to be a month that's going to go really fast. So there's a lot of work going to be happening. And then those retrogrades are going to hit us in May, kind of slowing us down a bit. Okay. So yeah, I just feel like something interesting is going to be happening there. All right. It could even just be a pressure of desire. It could just be sheer desire of, you know what, let's just do this, right? It could even just be that, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's an external reason to why we're going to be feeling that way. Okay. Especially if like more fear of the coronavirus takes center stage or economic downturn or what have you. Okay. Anyway, so that's all I have. That's all I've got for the full moon Virgo energy. I feel like we're just getting a taste of Aquarius and Saturn to prepare us. Yeah, I feel like that too, because then when it retrogrades, it goes back into Capricorn fairly quickly, and then it stays in Capricorn for a while, and then it goes direct and then back into Aquarius, I think right at the beginning of 2021. Almost like April's going to be a time to almost like phase one of any big plans. So for example, if you get to like work with people or deal with people that will advance society to where we need to be, the fruition of that, the completion of that, or the bulk of that might happen in 2021, but maybe the meetings, the coming together, the phase one of setting it up might happen in April. And then the rest of 2020 will be the slowdown of getting all the nitty gritty done to get to a more stable stage of it, to actually implement change. You know what I mean? Sorry, hold on. Leia, thanks for the 199. Full moon will be exactly conjunct my North Node, 7th house. Oh, I feel a lot of fated meetings. Tiara, thanks for the 999. Feeling connected, falling in alignment with all you're saying. Mahalo for sharing your gifts with us. Oh, aloha. You're awesome. Thank you. Oops, did I miss the super chat? Hold on a second. Oh, thank you for the 1234. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. What if I feel super drowsy after meditation and try to banish negative energy. If you feel drowsy, you feel drowsy, that's okay. Sometimes it takes a lot of energy to protect yourself. Sometimes it does, you know? Sometimes it just does, and that's okay. It just means you put a lot of effort into it. Jamaican, thank you for the 189. You came in my dream for the second time. So cool. Yeah, I go to people's dreams a lot. A lot. I do a lot of dream walking. Hold on. I can't, I am like so tiny, I can barely see. Latit, thanks for the 1108. My Saturn will be retrograding through my 12th house. Ooh, 25-degree Capricorn, 1-degree Aqua. Oh, shit. Yeah, I gotta check where mine is. I'm just like, I'm a very visual person, so I'm like actually looking at the chart in my head. Oh, mine's gonna be through my 7th house and my 8th house. Yay. Thanks, Rodin. Thank you for all your light work. It really means a lot to people like me out there holding it down in the spiritual community, feeling like a ship lost at sea. Don't worry, guys. You ain't lost. You're okay. You're okay. Let's see. Where's Clyde? He's sleeping. He's sleeping on the couch. He's been in a weird sleep pattern lately, and then he wakes me up at 5 in the morning every morning. Every morning. No matter how long he's been up, no matter how long he's been asleep, at 5 in the morning, he's hitting me in the face. I need a solution. I definitely need a solution for that. I love him to pieces, but I need a solution for that. Let's see. I really don't understand these degrees. Okay. I don't have a printed out example to show you guys. Okay. I'm just going to have to draw. Class is in session. All right, so let's see. This is just an example I'm just literally coming up with on the fly. All right. Let's choose a random one. Let's do Leo. We'll start with a Leo rising. Pure just a total freaking example. Do like 7 degrees. We'll have 2nd. We've got the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. I don't know why I'm counting out loud. It's like, why am I doing that? I don't know why I'm doing that. Let's see. Hold on. It's going to take me a while to draw this. Give me a second. Can you see? Like, I'm like, wait a minute. How the order of the signs again? Libra, Scorpio, Sag, Cap. Forgive my handwriting. My handwriting is atrocious, okay? Gemini, Cancer. So I'll be honest, guys. I'm making up the degrees because they're going to be like, because when planets orbit, they're not an exact circle. Okay, they're very elliptical. So it's not always going to be that each of your houses is going to have a different sign. Like for example, my 7th and 8th house are both Capricorn, but they cut off at a certain degree range. Okay, and that's because they're elliptical. So they go like this. Hold on. I should have a whiteboard. Okay. So the orbit of the planets, they're elliptical like this. They're not a circle. They're not an exact circle. That's why they're not your houses, your house degree ranges, because I've been asked this before. Like why am I a Cancer rising, but my 2nd house also starts in Cancer? That's because they're not exactly cut evenly. They're not even houses because they're not an even orbit. Okay. All right. Anyway, moving on. Let's just do, I don't know. Let's do 3 degrees. Totally making up the numbers right now. That makes more sense. Okay. So again, if you look up your chart, like I said, sometimes you'll have like sometimes you'll have like Sagittarius. Again, that's because these orbits are not fully even in a circle. They're elliptical, and they're flattened out like this. So if you have a planet that's going this way, one house can be very short in range, while another house can be very long if you're on the long end of an orbit, okay? Anyway, so if you pull up your chart, you're going to have something like this for your houses. It's going to give you your rising sign, and then it's going to list houses, signs, and then the degrees. Again, forgive my handwriting. My handwriting is awful. It's just always been that way. It has always been that way. So, like we were saying before, like 1 to 5 degrees Taurus is where you should look for where the relationships will be affecting you, or where advancements in career or money may be affecting you. The creation of the environmental technology will be affecting you, right? So where would that fall? That would be right in here. Because we have Aries 25, sorry guys. Because we have Aries 25 degrees starting at the 9th house, and we have Taurus 28 degrees starting at the 10th house, which means Taurus 5 degrees falls in between here. So that's what I mean when I'm giving you guys degrees and signs. That's what I mean. Let's see. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense to you guys. It's really not as complicated as it sounds. People make it sound very complicated. It's not. Is that what you say? Interesting. I've always wondered how that is possible because I have 4th and 1st Gemini. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Taurus early degrees in my 2nd house and Cancer early degrees in my 4th house. And I'm getting my PhD in biomolecular sciences. I've been feeling a huge drought of sustainability. Oh, I love that, Mary. If you need any help, give me a call. I do a degree in environmental science, and like I feel weird that I haven't used it because I love the environment. Sharpie, like the video. I couldn't take action, although healed a lot around it and frustrated. If we have to look for something in our houses, what if it's a degree off? So look, 1 to 5 degrees, we have Taurus in 6 degrees. So like I said, it's a range, right? That's why I give you guys a range, because it's all energy, right? It's fluid, it's not linear. So these Uranus and Venus are at 5 degrees, right? I think they're both at 5. They're both at 5 degrees, but it affects all of the early degrees because it's a flow of energy. That's why I'm giving you guys 1 to 5 degrees. So if you have a house that starts at 5 degrees, you can go back a little bit and be like, oh, okay, so it's really more affecting the house before that. You know what I mean? You made it make sense. Okay, good. Thanks everyone for the answers. What does it mean when 2 houses are showing the same degrees? The same degrees with the same sign? Hold on, Taurus, 4 degrees in 10th house. There you go. You have an environmental science degree too? Yeah, I'm a nerd, guys. I'm a nerd. But yeah, I think you guys get it. You guys understand that, right? On how it works now. It's like, Lord, it's hard because the chat's in the way. So I can't actually see the paper when I hold it up. But yeah, they're just degree ranges. That's all they are. That's all they are. Look, it just looks like chicken scratch to me. Like 9th house will start at Aries 26, and then you have the 10th starts at Taurus here. Like this is just where they start. So anything in between, it falls in that particular house. Hold on. Scorpio sun, thank you for the 2222. Had a dream where were transported to another dimension. When I was there, hold on. They tried to keep me trapped so I can't go home. Then I woke up with a huge bruise on my stomach. Ooh, I don't like that. I definitely don't like that. You're so patient. I don't have Taurus in my chart. You definitely do. So sometimes, like I said, because the orbit is not like a perfectly cut into even pie pieces because it's an elliptical. Okay, giving you an example from my chart. I probably shouldn't do those, but I can't help it. There's 2 houses I have. Oh, it's my last ones. It's my last ones. Hold on. Let me try to remember. Because that's at Gemini. Yeah. And that's at Aries. I forget the degrees. So for example, my 11th house and my 12th house are like this. My 11th house has an Aries start, and my 12th house has a Gemini start. So anything that's transiting Taurus is all in my 11th house, because my 12th house starts at Gemini. So anything Taurus goes before my 12th house. So that's there. Probably should not be sharing that information, but oh well. A Griffith, thank you for the $5. Have you looked into Rodin's coil? Super nerd cool. I haven't, but I will. You have all the signs. Let's see. The houses confuse me. Like I know what they mean generally, but not how they're affected by this transit. Okay, so for example, if your 4th house is at Taurus 2 degrees, then all those relationships and advancements in career and all of that transits your 4th house, affects your 4th house, which is your house of family, right? Your house of family, your house of home, which means you can meet people that can expand your family, right, during this time, or you can meet people that could expand the way you support your family, or your family could be helping you to advance your any kind of creation or technology they might be working on if you have like a family business. So that's how you would think about it, like that. Let's see. Yeah, that's a lot of detail work with the charts. Let's see. So for some reason I was looking up Thoth Tarot and your live popped up. I feel weird about Thoth, if I'm going to be honest. I feel like, no, I'm not going to go there. That's going to be so controversial. And that's going to be a very long conversation that I do not have time for right now. That I so don't have time for right now. Starting my YouTube tarot channel soon. Oh, congratulations. Congratulations. Pisces birthday reading when I have time. It'll get done. I got a lot going on right now when I have time. But yeah, guys, I should go. I've been on for like 50 minutes. We did a little chart reading lesson. We went over everything that you should be thinking about for the full moon. Go there. I don't have time. I really don't have time. I still got other stuff I got to do tonight. I still have to do the Pisces monthly that I was hoping to get to this evening. Shit, but it's like almost 9 o'clock. Crap. I swear there's not enough time in the world. I need to like, well, no, I already know that I can get better at that. Anyway, sorry, now I'm having to have a conversation with myself. I'm gonna go. I've been on for too long. Things will be better for everyone by Monday. What day is it? Today's Friday, right? Hold on. Saturday, Sunday. It's a weird sound. Monday's the 10th. Yeah, that should be a nice day because it'll be like right after the full moon. Let's see. Jazz, you guys, thank you for the super chats. Jasmine 489, no idea my birth time, so I'm just living on a prayer. Honestly, it does not make my life more interesting though. Doesn't it make it more interesting? Sadell, thank you for the 499. Was hoping you clarify faith quickly for my notes. Like honestly, like when I talk about faith, I mean belief, optimism, hope, the knowing within yourself, the trust that you have for yourself, the trust you have in the universe that things are going to go as according to plan, as according to the way that they need to go, right? Choosing love is also having faith. Choosing to live in the energy of love, choosing to live in the energy of understanding, choosing to live in the now. You could all say that that's part of faith. Mr. Super Chat about 5 minutes ago. Oh no, I don't mean to keep missing him, guys. I don't mean to keep missing him. I get very distracted. But all right, guys, I am going to go though. I swear, I'm going now. Okay. I am going now. But I loved hanging out with you guys. And for my patrons who are watching, the next video I'm going to do is the Pisces monthly, whether it's tonight or in the morning, I'll be doing that. And also keep your eyes peeled for me posting the schedule for the spreads for the full moon, because I know my patrons are watching. I'll be posting the schedule for that either tonight or in the morning. What else? I feel like there's something else I was going to announce, and now I can't remember. Shoot. Crap. Now I can't remember. There was something else. There was. Anyway, it'll come back to me. All right, guys. I love you. Have a great night. And enjoy this full moon because it's a good one. It's a really good one. Okay? All right, guys. See you later. Namaste.